Hey everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, could you please sign in? Because the next page is also a t-shirt interest form for later in the semester. We're gonna be handing out free t-shirts. Looks like everyone got it. Sorry about the location change, by the way. Student government's been giving us a lot of issues this semester and last semester as well. But from now on, all meetings are gonna be in Little Hall 109, like the original room. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to talk about why you should join SEC. We're going to introduce the team a bit, talk about our upcoming events. We have applications for our developer team as well as our executive board, some other events and opportunities. And then at the end, we're going to have an intern panel with all of our previous interns from big tech as well as like some smaller startups. That way you can ask questions and get anything answered you have about what the internship application process is like and what the actual internship is like. So yeah, why SEC? Just out of curiosity, how many of you have been in SEC last semester or in previous semesters? Okay, so I assume the rest of you are new. Is that from like the tabling that we did, or is that just like from word of mouth? Just tabling. Nice. All right, so Software Engineering Club is meant to introduce you to the industry, help you secure internships and full-time roles. We do that by teaching you practical software engineering technologies and concepts, give you hands-on experience with industry-level technologies, and also help introduce you to a lot of the people next to you, help you build connections that'll help you get into the industry in a more concrete way. So we're going to go ahead and introduce our team. I'm Saurabh. I'm the president for this semester.
I'm Abhinav, and I'm the vice president this semester.
I will give it to Pranav.
Hey everyone, I'm Pranav, and I'm the head of ops for this semester.
Hello, I'm Yenning, and I'm the head of development this semester. I'll be managing the Clubfinity dev team, which we'll be going over later. So if you have any questions about that, you can feel free to talk to me after the GBM or message me on Discord.
Hi, I'm Kartik, and I'm the workshop lead. So I'll be part of like creating some and leading some workshops for y'all.
My name's Daniel. I'm the head of professional development. So pretty much just giving you guys like internship opportunities. We have a pretty cool Discord bot coming out soon, probably tomorrow or so. But yeah, that's pretty much my role.
So we taking pictures, everything. Put it on. Yeah. My name is Tom. The picture's not been updated for a while, and I'm head of outreach. I post the announcement and make Instagram posts.
Thank you. Now we're going to talk about some of our upcoming events.
So next week on Wednesday, again, like Saurabh said, that's going to be in Little 109, the original room. We're going to have a workshop on mobile development using React Native, which is what we use for Clubfinity. So if you're interested in joining that, you can reach out to Yuning on Discord or something like that. And we'll also have more information about it on the next slide or one of the future slides. And then after that, we have a web development workshop using React and Firebase, which are two of the very cutting edge technologies. If you have an internship, something that relates to front end, it's very likely you see React, and Firebase is also very popular these days. And then the week after that, we have a bowling social. So in previous semesters, we had these like around once a semester on average. This semester, since so many people are enjoying them, we're hopefully going to have them like 3 every semester, depending on obviously the availability of the Rights game room. But you guys can grab your friends. It's perfectly free. Go bowling, play pool, table tennis, foosball. I think they also have a Nintendo Switch. So just come on and have some fun with your friends. And that's on February 12th. And then we have a machine learning workshop, which isn't purely software development. But if you guys are interested in machine learning, I see a lot of craze around that subject going around these days. We're going to have a machine learning workshop that uses TensorFlow, which is one of the big two frameworks that are used for machine learning development. And that's going to be on the 19th, again, Little Hall 109 at 6:30. So we're going to have at least one, like a workshop, social, GBM every single week. So if you guys are really interested in learning software development or just having fun with your friends at a social, you should definitely come and check out what we're doing out every week on either our Instagram or Discord, just somewhere where we're going to post our information. Or you can actually just look at this event calendar right there. The QR code should work where you just scan it and it just imports our entire calendar onto your Google Calendar.
All right, we have a couple openings for our executive board. We're looking for training leads as well as workshop leads. So we're going to post the application link sometime later today or tomorrow. If you're interested in that, come stop by, talk to us about it, figure out some of the responsibilities that involves. Yeah, and then Clubfinity. Clubfinity is SEC's project that we've run. It's on a semester basis. We teach you cloud computing tools, agile development, front and back end, and UX UI design. As Abhi mentioned earlier, we use React Native, which is the workshop we'll be hosting next week, as well as some of the other technologies you see on screen. A lot of these technologies are stuff that are used heavily in the industry. So when you're applying to jobs, it looks really nice to have actual experience, hands-on experience with a project of this scale using technologies in the real world. So if you're interested in that, scan that QR code. There's an application link. We have, aside from software development, if you're interested in UX, UI design, we have roles for that as well. And then if you're more advanced, we have a tech lead position where you can lead a team, get some project management experience as well. But yeah, scan that. We'll be posting the link on later today or tomorrow. Yeah, UF Career Week is next week. Unfortunately, with the scheduling this semester, we aren't able to have any workshops beforehand since it's so early. But we do have a good workshop from last semester, or sorry, it was 2 semesters ago, the Cracking the Career Fair workshop. So on your YouTube account, you could just look up, I think it's Spring 2024, Cracking the Career Fair workshop. We have some really good tips about formatting your resume, formatting an elevator pitch, what to say to the recruiters, everything you're going to need to know for Career Week. And that is on Monday and Wednesday. Aside from that, we also have a resumes channel on Discord, which is pretty active. If you post your resume in there, you'll get personalized feedback within a day or two. We've had a lot of people in the past post their resumes and have good experience with that. Yeah, and then Swamp Packs is this weekend. Signups are well over, but if you're interested, we have a couple workshops in the past, also on our YouTube channel that you could check out. Figure out some of the technologies that you might use in Swamp Packs. But yeah, that's our last slide. We want to go into an intern panel now. So we have a couple interns from the exec board that have worked in big tech as well as some startups. I can just go around and then say what everyone's experience is, and then we're going to open up the audience to questions as well. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm Saurabh. I have previous intern experience at Visa, as well as I'm an incoming full-time software engineer at Visa right now.
Sure, I can say something. Like I said before, I'm a Abhinav and I'm a second year. So I did one internship at Florida Blue where I worked in software development and also a little bit of machine learning. So if you have any questions on either of those, I can take some.
Hi, my name's Daniel. So I've interned at it's a smaller technology consulting company. If I told you guys the name, you guys probably wouldn't know it. So I can answer any questions about working at like a smaller company, sort of startup type vibes. I've also worked at a nonprofit, so I've experience with that. If you guys are looking into nonprofits, startups, that sort of thing. And then I'll also be interning at Amazon this summer. So if you guys have any questions about that process or any other big tech process, I've gotten a good amount of offers, so I could, probably answer any questions you guys may have.
Hi, so I'm Kartik, and recently I interned for a manufacturing company down in South Florida, And I was kind of like a full stack developer with a bit of AI work, I guess. And I kind of worked with developing a full stack chatbot widget using JavaScript, Python, and some basic cloud platforms like Docker and Google Cloud. And this summer, I'm still in the process of finding an internship, so I'm in the same boat as a lot of y'all. And if you have any questions relating to interviews or anything, I'm happy to help.
Hey everyone, again, my name is Pranav. I'm currently interning at a startup company here in Gainesville called Homecation. I'm on like their first team ever. It's their first project. So if any of you guys are like interested in a startup or like how to find anything like that, I can answer some of the questions at that.
I'm Max. I worked last summer at Verizon. I'm a third year. And next summer, I'm going to intern at Microsoft. So at Verizon, I worked on AI to assist customer service agents. So if you're interested in any of that or just the internship application process in general, feel free to ask me.
Sure. Any questions for any of us?
I would say clubs are definitely like an amazing opportunity. A lot of clubs do like sort of what Clubfinity does. So for a lot of freshmen, you guys may not have like stuff on your resume, and that's like the best way to get something immediately. For me, it wasn't really through UF, I would say. I think like UF gave me club experiences like SEC. I'm also like a peer advisor, so that helped with like leadership stuff. I know a lot of big tech companies like Google, Amazon, they really value that. But I would say projects are probably the biggest thing when you're starting out because you don't have a lot of experience. So, doing full stack projects, if that's what you're interested in, with like extensive technologies, using full back end and front end, using Docker if you can, or any cloud platform, and just having like a good LinkedIn, good profile, portfolios are super helpful. And I think that's what kind of helped me, I would say. But you, Max.
So I wanted to say something regarding the UF Career Fair because there is one coming up shortly later this month. I think it's frankly it's a useful experience, but 99 times out of 10, I think you're going to have more luck maybe like applying online. That being said, I actually got my internship last summer at the career fair. So I kind of wanted to say that, although it may not seem as practical to go to a career fair and wait in line for hours and talk to recruiters than it is to just throw away or send applications out to a bunch of companies online. It does definitely provide another opportunity. And I think when you're looking for internships, you want to make yourself open to all different types of opportunities. And so, I was the maybe 1% that ended up helping. And yes, I started this trash talking the career fair a little bit, and I do think they can make it better, but ultimately, I do think that's a resource you should be utilizing, and that's why we always encourage people to go to the career fair. But honestly, overall, I just say get involved on campus, learn from the clubs, make friends that inspire you to build projects, and that's really what's going to motivate you to do more and build up that resume.
I also wanted to mention, following up on Daniel's point, I got my internship last summer through technology I listed on my resume. It's called Kafka. We hosted a workshop on that a couple semesters back. I did the workshop. I pretty much didn't do anything on Kafka afterwards. But since I had that technology listed on my resume from an SEC workshop, that attracted the interviewer, that attracted the team that I was working with. And that's the pathway that I got through to my internship.
Something else. I'd also just say like applying to pretty much anything. We're gonna have an opportunities Discord bot out for you guys, so that's gonna kind of like automate that whole process for you guys, provide you with like relevant internships, new grad opportunities, but also research and unpaid opportunities. Even though it's unpaid, it's still like a good way to get ahead. So research is big. A lot of, UF offers some good research programs. There's a research fair you guys could attend. I think that was last semester. They might have one again this semester. But yeah, that's pretty much my advice for that.
Any other questions? By the way, we have a bit more pizza left over if anyone wants to grab any. You guys have any questions for interns to ask? Send it out to you.
Maybe just ask them what they would like to see.
Do you guys have any ideas about what you would like to see from SEC in terms of technologies? Any workshops you'd like to see in the future? Any guest speaker events?
They like how to get internship, more technology.
This is based on like last semester. Are you more interested in like the technical side of the workshops or maybe professional development workshops? So I remember last semester we had like a how to get an internship workshop, mastering the interview workshop, stuff like that. Raise your hand if you're more interested in like the technical workshops. What about the professional development side of workshops? Okay, so like
It's more technical.
more technical, but like pretty split along the middle.
We could ask like also like full stack versus machine learning, maybe that sort of thing. All right, so who in here is like mainly interested in like full stack development? Like that's, full stack software engineering, that's what you guys want. Okay. So I'd say that's the majority. So we'll kind of try and tailor our workshops towards that. That's kind of already how they are, but we can kind of include some more like other sort of things from the technical side too.
Yeah, I just since we had a question about like resources and opportunities and stuff, I figured I'd share like a very simple piece of advice that I think made my like applications for internships this year way easier. A lot of times when you're applying, it feels like you're shooting in the dark and you end up getting not just a lot of rejections, but a lot of companies will just ghost you. And what I ended up realizing is a lot of times it's not your qualifications, right? They aren't seeing your resume and throwing it out because it's bad. A lot of times you just have to apply early. And Daniel, I don't know if you wanted to mention like what you've been working on for like the opportunities here. Yeah, I guess I'll mention it now. We have a bot coming out that will like several times a day tell you about new internship postings. And frankly, I think applying early is just super crucial because if you think about how many people apply to those postings and how many people that the recruiters can like effectively interview, you have to be in that really early group to even be considered at all. And I think that's something a lot of people don't realize. And yeah, and I think the opportunities bot, if you just stay consistent, apply to a few new postings every single day, I think that's the best way to kind of grind through those applications without burning yourself out and with still giving yourself the most amount of chance to land a successful interview.
Yeah, so I know we're talking about it a lot and you guys can't actually see it yet, but I promise I'll make it public tonight so you guys have access to that. But it also like categorizes based off what you guys are interested in. So full stack development, cloud, machine learning, even like embedded, there's sort of weird other roles in there I put. And it kind of tailors, sponsorship. It's all fetching from the simplified repos, if you guys know what that is. So that's probably the best way to get access to internship and new grad opportunities. It's updated pretty much, constantly with any company that posts there, not only like, known companies, you'll see a lot of like smaller startups, that sort of thing too. And like Max said, applying as soon as you see it is the biggest thing. Because there's thousands and thousands of people applying to these opportunities as well. So you want to, not only apply as soon as you can, but as soon as you get that away, do it, take the time to do it, that sort of thing. And you guys will have access to all that tonight. We'll make an announcement too tomorrow so you guys can see all that stuff as well.
We have a question from chat. that's asking, how do I exactly get these research opportunities looking for AI research? So I can speak a bit about that. I did AI research last year, throughout the year. So I actually found that there's a website that lists out all the professors that are sponsoring research. I just went through and cold emailed them. I think I emailed maybe 13 people, got a response from two. And then I met with the teachers, uh, talked about like what their projects were, talked about like what my interests were. I decided to go with the AI research in the data science research lab. That was a lab that I worked on for over a year. I put some good experience on my resume, got some good hands-on experience with AI. I'm not sure if there's another window to get AI research opportunities. I know there's a lot of opportunities that are posted on Canvas, as well as like if you have a professor, you could just speak to them after class as well. But yeah, my pathway was just through cold emailing. Does anyone else have like research opportunities? Yeah.
I was in a program called URSP where they gave a lot of different opportunities that there were. So I did research my freshman year with a different professor that I got through URSP, which was more on like mobile development. But to answer this question on AI research, I got that through a Canvas announcement, like Saurabh mentioned. Definitely, I think there's like some CISC related Canvas where I saw some announcement. But cold emailing is also a great strategy. Like just look through the professors of the different like professors in a department that you're interested in, narrow them down into let's say ML research or let's say like computer vision research to be particular, and then just start cold emailing them, and then talk to them about your interests, their interests, and yeah. You want to?
So I'd also say it's like never too late. I'm a current junior, so last year I didn't have a single experience. I kind of woke up in it was mid sophomore spring. So if you're a freshman, sophomore, even junior, there's still time to get internships, any opportunities. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much started junior year and landed within 2, 3 months, so it's really never too late.
I want to follow up on that question. I know a couple of us have teaching assistant opportunity experience as well. I know if you aren't able to score an internship, it's super helpful to get either research experience through teaching assistant opportunities or personal projects. Avi, do you want to talk about your experience with teaching assistants?
Last semester I TA'd for Programming Fundamentals 1. Probably most of you took that course. Or yeah, probably virtually everyone took that course. I'd say it's very good for not only learning like the subject itself. For Prog 1 is pretty basic, right? Like basic Python. But let's say you TA for something like Intro to Software Engineering. That looks pretty good on your resume, especially when you're applying for like a software development role. So that's one way to get experience other than an internship. Research is one. Clubs are another way, like Clubfinity or just any other club. And yeah, apart from that, you can always like look for your own personal projects, work for nonprofits. We're planning on having a workshop, right, on what to do if you don't get an internship nearing the end of the semester when a lot of freshmen especially may not have a chance to get a workshop, sorry, an internship because the resumes might not be as full as other applicants. So definitely there's a lot of great avenues other than an internship if you look for them.
Any other questions? All right, if we don't have any other questions, it's close to the ending time. I want to thank you all for coming. There's a bit of pizza left. Yeah, we're gonna post the opportunities for the exec board, dev team applications later on as well, and then talk a bit more about the opportunities bot later tonight. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. That's all we have for you today.